How's it going today? Today we're going to pick free stocks for May. Looking out over the month, and the stock market's been running up pretty good. A lot of these stocks are sitting at an all-time high or close to it, and they had some good earnings. But we're going to jump right into it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if anything happens to these stocks or anything. I always keep them posted. See what's going on. Things change. They change quick anymore. Anything. It's just how the stock market's been working anymore. One news, it'd be up 1% today, down 2% tomorrow, up 3% tomorrow. It's just been crazy. I believe that's just going to continue. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. Number one, the first stock, well, actually, none of these are in any particular order. I just kind of name them. But anyway, Workday is the stock I'm going with. All these stocks are actually working the cloud. I think cloud is going to be big over the next couple of years. With this coronavirus going around, every company is cutting back. And you think about it, the number one way to cut back is to improve it and be more innovative. And this is what these companies allow, so essentially they get software. A lot of these are software companies, and that's what they do. So essentially, if you think about it, if you know your numbers better and you can analyze it better and know exactly what you're doing, it's going to be a lot more efficient. They can cut, in a lot of these companies, and that's kind of what happens in these recessions or whatever, these pullbacks. A lot of these companies, they have to be more innovative, and they have to learn how to cut costs because sales go down. So essentially, to stop earnings from going down, you have to be more innovative, and that's just the way it works. So essentially, that's why technology usually comes out in a down market and it kind of explodes in the up market. But anyway, these things have been going on, and I believe they're going to keep going on. But anyway, Workday is a financial. It helps with financial and human capital. Think about it. They give you a software basically you can use. And the thing is, it's a $38 billion company. So it's a pretty large company. It's not very small. It has top line around $3.6 billion. It has a good balance sheet, and it has a lot of cash flow. I like a lot of cash flow in these companies. Normally they don't have cash flow, but this company actually does. So it's around, and it's really not overvalued on discounted cash flow models and stuff like that. So the first one is Workday I'm going with. I'm not going to really spend a whole lot of time talking about these companies, exactly 100% what they do. You guys can look it up. Don't just buy them. Look them up what they do, because I would honestly, for some of these companies, they're very kind of complicated and they get into very tech-oriented stuff. But I'm not a tech-savvy type person. I'm not really... I understand what they do, but I don't really want to break it down. I really just go to their YouTube channels and they go explain what they do in more details than I can ever explain in a 5-minute or 6, 7, 8 million minute video. Now the next one is ServiceNow. ServiceNow is $67 billion company, so it's a little larger, but it has good numbers. It's basically it's a platform as a service. It's a little different than software. Software, think of, kind of like Microsoft. That'd be like the software type, like Word documents. So that's basically software that you use. So a platform, it goes basically software, then platform, then infrastructure. AWS operates in the infrastructure, and then the platform, you can have a little more freeway. You can customize it and make your workflows more. You can automate certain things, and you can just make it more unique to what you need. You can kind of build on the platform. That's why it's a platform as a service. So essentially, and that's what it does. It helps businesses just help with their workflow and stuff like that. So it has great numbers. It's growing pretty good. It had a great quarter because a lot of these companies, like I said, are moving into the cloud. They're moving into these industries. And I think ServiceNow is just, and what I do, and I normally just kind of pick the top grower in that industry. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of these cloud stocks and a lot of these things, they do a lot. And they say, well, there's a lot of cloud stocks. Well, yeah. Think about it. All this stuff, it's going to be on software. It's going to be, think of your payroll. If you're a business owner, think of all the things you have to manage. All this is going to have a software to help you with that. Make your numbers better. Think of all the software. It's going to need a software or a platform to work on. And all the data needs to be stored. So essentially in this transition, it's not, back in the 60s and whenever, before computers were big, you had a big filing cabinet and had to hire all these people. you know, to do all this software and all this, but now it's all be stored on a computer, easy to use, so anybody can use it, so you don't have to pay $100,000 accountant to figure it out for you and keep it organized and neat and have these filing cabinets that all get stored. And then in the 80s and 90s, it kind of got onto the online, and you had these big databases and all this, and a lot of these companies had to build. So essentially, and that's what this cloud is. It stores it off data. I mean, think about when you download a song on Apple, on the cloud. Remember that, you know what I mean? It doesn't store on your device. It stores on a server, and all you need is the internet. And that's why these platform companies are working well. And next one is Datadog. Datadog is a $15 billion company growing around 84%. So this is a very fast grower. It helps basically analyze data. I mean, think of like, you know what I mean? It's a software, and it helps basically analyze all this data. I mean, think about all that data that everybody has. I mean, think about all the marketing, all that. I mean, think about all that data and all that data it takes to build that. You know what I mean? And that's what Datadog does. But anyway, to go through them again, I don't want to spend too much long. I hate to make these videos 20, 30 minutes long. Actually, YouTube won't let me make them that long. I have to divide them up, and I hate to do that. But anyway, leave a comment of what you guys are looking at. And to recap, basically, Workday is number 1. ServiceNow and Datadog is the third one that I'm recommending this month. I own all of these. I think they're great companies. They've been great winners, and I believe they will be great winners in the future too. I think they will be very good companies, and they are now, and I believe they will continue to be that way. So make sure you like and subscribe the video. I keep you posted on anything that happens with these companies. If anything good and or bad happens, I'll be right there. I think Datadog reports on Monday, so it might get hit a little bit. It's ran up a lot, but I think it's a great buying opportunity for the long hold. Especially as, like I said, with these, and I gotta leave another video of cloud stocks I also recommend. I mean, I think this is going to be the trend of the 2000s. I mean, the 2020s. You know what I mean? Kind of, you know, the internet was kind of like 2010s. So mobile was 2010s. You know, the internet was kind of like 2090s, late 90s. You know, they had the tech bomb. And I believe this is the 2020s type stuff, is the cloud, whatever you want to call it, revolution or whatever you want to call it. I mean, think about all that stuff that's going on the cloud, that will go on the cloud. And it's going to be big. And I think these companies will be the leaders. And I think they're leading now. I think they will be leading in the next 5 or 6 years too. So essentially, and that's why I've been recommending cloud stocks. Probably about everyone, because I think it's going to be big. And to think about all the industries that's going to have these softwares, and it's just going to, you know, it's just going to be big. I mean, think about all the things you have to do with your business. You're going to have a software, because it just makes it more efficient. You know, if you don't know your numbers in your business, you don't really know your business. You don't know what's going on, you know, and it gives you this software you can use. I mean, but anyway, make sure you like, comment, and see what you guys are doing. And thank you for watching the video. Thank you.